What's up?
Welcome back to another episode of Beer Me Dr. V. We are being very efficient today. Oh yeah, Mags is back. We are being very efficient. I've already poured our beers. We're trying to, you know, lessen the time in between. We're gonna get straight to business. And yeah, do the damn thing. Look at this gorgeous rainbow of beer that we have in front of us. If you have already noticed, we are doing Texas Ale Project today. Babe, when was the last time you went to Texas Ale Project?
Ooh, that's when we stayed in what's it?
I
No,
think it was for your birthday, honestly. When we did like a, was it then? I
was
think
it?
I think we
so.
did a staycation in Dallas, and we ended up going to Texas Ale Project.
Last year for my birthday,
Yeah, gosh, it's already been a year. Max's birthday is in like a week, you guys.
yeah.
I had an idea of what to get you, and I kind of forgot, so I'll have to remember
Yeah.
what that was. Ooh, I think I remembered. Yes, okay, okay, I remember.
You're
Hopefully, I'll show you
hilarious.
guys. We'll take you a part of that gift journey. We're going to Philadelphia for my cousin's wedding, July 1st. So we will get to go to a few breweries out in Pennsylvania, which is going to be awesome. One of them that I'm really excited about is near Hershey Park. I think it's called Trogs or Trogs. I've definitely had beer from there before. Troegg. But yeah, so Pennsylvania coming up, Mag's birthday coming up. Father's Day is this upcoming Sunday, so just make sure you get some gifts, get some beer for your dad if they like beer. But yes, Texas Ale Project in the Designer District in Dallas. I've only been that one time when we did actually go. So for me, I don't know. It seemed a little bit smaller than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a much bigger brewery, but they've been in that same location since they opened. I believe it was in 2014. They opened November 2014. There are three founders for Texas Ale Project. So it was David Stevens, and then a husband and wife duo again, Kat and Brent Thompson. So there's a really cute YouTube video I found of when they had the grand opening of the Texas Ale Project. It's almost been 10 years actually. Next November will be 10 years. So maybe the video wasn't um, as old as there have actually been around. Because from what I'm seeing, November 2014 is when they opened. This video I found was 7 years ago. But yeah, it's really cute. More recently, they were actually acquired in 2020 by, not acquired, but they are being distributed by Andrews Distribution Company, which tells you right there that they're a macro brewery. They are distributing outside of Texas. Andrews Distributing is actually one of the companies that actually helps distribute Miller Coors. So Blue Moon is one of their product labels. Their portfolio is pretty extensive. I was looking. Yingling is one of their distribution, like on their portfolio. They have like 7 pages of different products that they help distribute. Vex, Bell's, Angry Orchard, Allstat. Andrews Distributing Company is one of the nation's largest beer distributors with facilities in Dallas, Allen, Corpus Christi, and Fort Worth. So really cool that they are going to hopefully keep Texas Ale Project booming and distributing nationwide, but also keeping that family-owned sense. One really cool thing I also noticed with Texas Ale Project is that it's not only family-owned, but it's they're very big about being a veteran-based company. So I believe, who was it? It was Brent, the husband, actually served in the Navy for 4 years after high school, and so they're very big on promoting veterans and just supporting veterans in the community. So really cool. I just love a lot of the breweries. They all have some touch or some point that they do a lot of outreach to the community. So very important to make sure that they are supporting the local community. We didn't have food there, but they do offer food, it
I
looks
think they
like.
had like a food truck, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yes. So they have, from what I'm seeing, they also have mango nadas, apparently. That's what they mention on here. Mango nadas. They have something called mad fries. Ooh, some bao bread, some Korean spicy chicken with cheese, crab nachos, and some dessert, mango sticky rice. It makes sense. Ooh, and some strawberry Nutella crepes. Yum, I'm all about a crepe. But yeah, so if you go on their website, they got a lot of their like articles. So if you want to kind of look into what's going on with Texas Ale Project outside of the website, they do have different links you can go to just kind of see what's been going on with them. But yeah, so let's get into their beers. So we talked a little bit about the history itself. It's in Design District. I would say it's a little bit smaller, probably maybe like 15 to 20 tables. But when they have
Yes.
events, they actually allow you to be on that outside area where the like bright machines and the fermenters are. So there is a good space in between the actual tasting room and where the brewery is. I don't know that they're currently offering brewery tours, but they definitely had in the past before COVID. So we're hoping to see more and more brewery tours as we get back to whatever the new normal is. So let's talk about our first beer. So again, 3 beers. We did a little bit of a variation. Thank you again, Total Wine, for allowing us to get some single beers so we don't go crazy and fill up our fridge with beer instead of food. So, okay, babe, tell me about the first beer.
So the first beer is going to be the 50-foot Jackrabbit.
Yes. I like it. It's green. Show them the side of the can. It's got a Jackrabbit on it. So all the cans have some kind of like design on the side, so you have that association with the beer. So if you can't read, oh, there's a Jackrabbit on there. I think this is the 50-foot Jackrabbit.
Yeah, so this beer is going to be a 7% ABV and a 70 IBU.
Dang.
So this is going to be probably a little bit more on the better side. It's going to be dry hop, and it's made with American grown hops. So.
Okay. I definitely taste that bitterness. Do you want to smell it at least?
Yeah, I can smell it.
Here, smell it. Max is not really drinking right now, but totally fine. I need my hype man. It was kind of boring by myself last episode. Hope you guys at least enjoyed it a little bit.
Citrusy.
Yeah, so what I'm seeing on here, it says tropical notes, and it also has Cumulus lupus, which is a type of plant, a specific plant hop from native to West Asia, Europe, and North America. Oh, it says flowering plants in the hemp family. It's a cannabis beer, you guys. I did not know that. Don't let me get in trouble. I actually like this one. This is one of my favorite ones from Texas Ale Project. If I see it on tap, I'm probably going to go for this one. It does not taste like 70 IBUs to me. Cumulus lupulus. It sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Cumulus lupulus. But yeah, so cool. That's probably easy to remember. 7 and 7 with the 7% and 70 IBUs. I do the second sip. I do taste that little bit of more like hop, almost dry hop flavor. I probably would only be able to drink one, and if I started with that, it would probably be an accident. I would probably.
Very hoppy?
It is pretty hoppy. The second and third sip was definitely a lot more potent. But I would probably give this like a 3.75. What did I give it before?
I'm trying to look, and I'm not able to.
There's my check-in right there.
Yeah, but it's not.
Oh, it doesn't show? Go scroll down a little bit more. Ooh, and I took a picture of it. Where was that? Is that
at
here?
Pecan Lodge. You had it.
Oh, maybe with Bailey. Okay, I'll look on Untapped. Can you see what you rated it?
I haven't rated it.
What? Oh no, and you're not gonna try it? Okay. Well, the dogs are outside, you guys. I rated it a 4.5. I really liked it, apparently. Yeah, you have not checked it in, babe. What? Okay. Wow, I can't believe you haven't tried this one before. Hello, this is like a staple. But yeah, no, wow, 4.5. I was very overzealous with that. 3.75 is actually very nice for this beer. It's really good, but I don't know if I could do a full pour. I might finish the can off. That's probably as close as I'm gonna get. Very good. Color-wise, she's giving me golden colors. It's not really super hazy. What kind of IPA would you say this is? Probably like just an American.
It's an American IPA.
Yeah, American IPA. Probably more like a. Oh, okay. I would think it was like a West Coast. It's probably like a Texas IPA. Okay, not mad at it. So I did I put them in order of color just so you can kind of see the gradual color, but they are definitely not in order of their ABVs nor their IBUs. So keep that in mind. What's next?
So the next beer will be the Fire Ant Funeral.
Okay.
This beer is probably going to be more on the maltier side.
Yes.
Just because it's made out of 7 different malts.
Ooh.
Yeah. And this one is a 6% ABV.
Okay.
And only an 32%. 32%. It's just a 32 IBU.
600% IBU.
It probably won't be that bitter.
But 7 different malts. That's actually pretty cool. So if you guys caught one of our malt episodes last month in May, we did talk about there are various types of malts. But you can pretty much malt any grain. So they probably just put a ton of different grains in it. I will tell you a story about Fire Ant Funeral. I went to HG Co Supply as one of the first nights out when I moved to Texas, with my friend Rich. Hi, Rich. And then I met, I can't even remember her name now. Oh, Mai, I think it's Mai. Met her and a couple of his friends at HG Co Supply down in Lower Greenville, I believe, in Dallas. And this was my first Texas beer when I first moved to Texas. So I will never forget Fire Ant Funeral. And then literally right after that, it was either Fire Ant Funeral or Velvet Hammer because I did them back to back. And I was like, all the beers in Texas are malty and amber, and I can't drink these after moving from Maine. So, so yay, Fire Ant Funeral. Oh, check them. Show them the ant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at the can. Look at that side. It was a big ant. Oh my gosh. I was trying to make an ant hill, like a pretend ant hill outside in the dirt for the photo, just for content, you know. But it's kind of wet outside, and I didn't have a shovel or anything, and I didn't want to use my hands or sticks. Okay. I can definitely taste. There's a lot of different depth to the malt. You can definitely smell it. It is definitely grainy.
Smells like
I taste
grass.
Yeah, it tastes very grainy to me, and I would definitely say that this, you can tell there's a lot of layers to the grain. I kind of taste barley, even though probably every single beer here on the table has barley.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically malted barley. It's very hay. I taste some hay in there. Tastes like a horse would really enjoy this. Okay, I don't mind it for an amber ale. I like that they did the 7 different malts. I think that's very unique for them to do that. It doesn't have too much of a bite. It's got malt, but like it's more in the middle. The mouthfeel is there, but it doesn't give me a bad aftertaste. It doesn't have a strong finish. So it's kind of nice and smooth at the end. So I probably didn't rate this very nicely because I wasn't a huge fan of it when I first had it.
I got you written here.
Oh, you got it? Okay. I think I probably gave this, I'm going to actually give this a 3.5.
You gave it a 4.
Oh, dang. Well, see, I'm kind of going in trend. It's a little tiny bit smoky, actually, also, that last sip that I just had. So it could be, depending on how long they malted the malts, all the different malts. That would be really interesting to kind of see.
You had it at Happiest Hour.
Oh, Happiest Hour. Is that the first time I checked it in? How long ago was that? Did it say? It just says June 18th.
June 18th.
Oh, maybe that was when Kenny came last year. No, it was in August. Oh, Happiest Hour. We used to take everybody there. We definitely have not been there in a long time. Okay, that one was pretty good too. I'm not mad at it. What's next?
Last beer, you got Something Shady. This right here is gonna, it's completely different when we were drinking. It's a porter. So
I try to ease my way into the darkness.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna be more like a coffee taste.
Okay. From what I'm seeing too on Beer Advocate, thank you Beer Advocate for giving us all this info about different styles of beers. We've talked a little bit about differences between stouts and porters. So a porter is going to be a little bit lighter or thinner tasting compared to a stout, which is going to be creamier, thicker. Mm-hmm. Most porters have some kind of flavor that deals with like roasted fires, like marshmallow, or I don't even know what else. I feel like marshmallow is like roasted, barrel aged, like whiskey, smoky, those kind of flavors they like to add in. Texas Ale Project actually mentions that they do not put any additives in their beers, so I don't necessarily think that they would put anything to make that taste falsely. So anything that the taste that we're getting are going to be, I dipped my pinky in the beer because I couldn't see it.
No.
Oh, I dipped my pinky in the water then instead. That's funny. I was like, wow, my pinky. But yeah, so Beer Advocate mentions that porters are generally, they will generally have a high hopping process, adding coffee, chocolate, to complement highly roasted or burnt flavors associated with the beers. Bourbon and whiskey barrels, usually they'll age them in there. Color-wise, medium to brown or inky black. I would say this is still, it does have a little bit of amber color to it. It's kind of hard to tell with the smaller glass, but it's definitely I would say it's a dark amber. With that kilning process, they probably just left it in there a little bit longer. Generally, ABVs is 4 to 7% with a 20 to 40 IBUs. And then if you ever enjoy a porter, you should probably drink it either in a pint glass or a snifter glass. Does it mention IBUs on there?
Yeah, so this is for a porter, this is surprising. It's a 5.5% ABV. Okay. That sounds more like a light beer to me. And
it's surprising.
Well, for 28 IBUs, it's a porter. I mean, they're not bitter. They're just strong in flavor.
This
Coffee.
this one smells like
chocolate.
it was aged in a barrel. Like it can just smell the wood. Smell it. You can smell the wood that it potentially was aged in. I don't know if this is barrel aged. It probably isn't. It might have spent a small amount of time, or it might just be the amount of roasting that they had. It smells like wood to me, and it might just be the
it has
roasting.
a little slight smell to it.
Show them the picture. I had my hair that short at one point. Ooh. Something shady. Does it say anything on the can about description? So, look, Sublime Roasted Malts.
So that's what you smell, the roasted. It's
Yeah.
roasted.
Thoroughly
What it
brewed.
smell, yeah.
Or, sorry, thoughtfully, not thoroughly. Thoughtfully brewed in the design district. And the can says, you deserve it. Wink. Okay, cool. All right, so definitely smell coffee, roasty, wood, barrel aged, potentially not. It's technically not barrel aged. It would tell us. Okay, definitely thinner than I would imagine for a stout situation, dark beer porter. When Mags and I were picking beers, there was a couple other options, but he's like, get the porter. We need to start doing a little bit more darker beers. So I'm like, yeah, I agree. So not my favorite. I don't think I've checked this in before. Likely I have not checked this in. And I don't think we tried this at the brewery either. So, let's see.
No.
I would give this, I'd probably give this a, maybe, I don't know, it almost tastes a little bit like licorice to me at the finish just now that I tasted it, but I don't think it's actually licorice. Excuse the doggos for barking. They've been barking so much lately, like literally. There's these two street dogs that have just been roaming around, and they come around the house at like 2 a.m. and just the dogs go crazy. We don't sleep, and then I freak out, and we wake up and like have a mini heart attack because we don't know if there's something else happening outside. Oh my gosh, but we'll get through it. We'll sleep when we're dead. I'd probably give this like a 3. Because I know that I wouldn't go out of my way to get this. If I really wanted a Texas Ale Project beer and this is the only one they had, I would probably order it. But I'm not really like, I really want a Texas Ale Project beer. Unless it's the Jackrabbit. That one, if I see it, a lot of times I'm like, ooh, let me get that just because I haven't had it in a while. Honestly, whenever, we've talked about it, whenever Mags and I go to bars or, pubs or anything like that, we're looking for a beer we have not had. So we're not going to really run to go get Texas Ale Project. And again, I've only been that one time. Had you ever been before me?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so just like in that situation, I mean, there's so many different breweries that we had not been to that, and like that was recent, like Manhattan Ale Project, I had never, or Manhattan, what is it? Manhattan Ale? What is it?
Manhattan
Because I always get confused with this Texas Ale Project and Manhattan Beer Project. What is it? Gosh, every time I did this during the episode too, you guys. Manhattan Project Beer Company. I never went to that place until literally like this past, what was a couple months ago, last month, the month before for our May episode. Crazy. There are so many breweries, you guys. And it's crazy that we had not really, this was one that we would have showcased. We haven't even done Community yet. We're going to get to Community at some point. But yeah, that's it for the episode. Favorite-wise, of course, always Jackrabbit. Love it. I actually am not mad at the Texas Ant Funeral as much as I was when I first moved here in 2018. I definitely would give it another chance, but it definitely transcends me to that moment when I first had it, and then I literally had another beer right after it, and it was almost the same color, and I was like, but yeah, so as far as Texas Ale Project goes, they do have events. Because we haven't really visited there, and it's in Dallas, we're not really frequently going there. Looking at their website, it looks like they have seltzers too. Oh, you know what? They do have the Something Shady beer on here. It's a winter beer, so fall, winter, spring. I mean, I guess so. They have some of their beers that are year round, like the like the 50-foot Jackrabbit and the Texas Ant Funeral. Is it Texas Ant Funeral? Fire Ant Funeral. Sorry, guys. Like the Fire Ant Funeral, but Something Shady, it sounds like it's only around for a certain amount of time. Total Wine's going to have beers that are just sitting there. I honestly sad, RIP, the can that I was going to grab. We were going to do Siren Rock Brewing Company today, but we couldn't find any of their beers at Total Wine, so we're going to have to make a trip. They actually just celebrated their, 2nd year anniversary?
I think so, yeah.
And they had mermaids. I was so sad that we didn't realize that was this weekend. Instagram needs to do better about giving me event ideas because we are missing all of these fun things. They also had the Glizzy event this past weekend. I really wanted to go. We still have never been. They had this mustard beer at Martin House, which, you know, it's Martin House, you guys. But yeah, so, you know, they have a lot to offer at Texas Ale Project. They came out with the seltzers, as they should. Most breweries are. They have the 100 Million Angels Singing, different varieties of that.
It's 100 IBUs.
Ooh, baby, dip us all day. So there's a pineapple one coming soon. Speaking of pineapple, Rara & Sons came out with their piña, paleta de piña. Well, you weren't feeling it, so we definitely need to do paleta de piña, paleta de mango, and paleta de fresa and do a flight.
Yeah.
Or just that. Or at least get the cans just because we said we can do it. Just because we can. But yeah, no, the piña is new. That's a brand new one. They hadn't done that one yet. No, the paleta de mango is the old one, and then the fresa, loved. And then now they have the piña. So Texas Blood is a common one there. Dank Cerveza, I don't think I've actually had from Texas Ale Project. And then Wealth Over Riches, which is a session ale. If you remember, session ales are beers that are less than 5%. So those are going to be kind of lower ABVs for you. But yeah, I think that's it. We were very efficient. We had the beers poured out. Let me know if you guys want more guests on the episodes. You guys saw the episode with my brother-in-law, Kevin. That was fun to do the seltzer episode. We got drunk. Because generally, you guys see, I'm sipping on these tiny baby toppers, little baby flight babies, and we drank full cans of seltzers, and we were wasted. By the end, it was 2.5. Was it 2 or 2.5? We almost did 2.5 hours of recording with Kevin. But because my camera was like, you guys recorded too long, it shortened all of my videos to like 30 minutes. So I only ended up getting like 28 minutes of footage. I'm sure there's a lot more. Maybe we'll do unreleased content later down the road. I'll do a burping video because he probably burped like 30 times during the episode. But yeah, well, so quick and efficient. Today was great. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, where we post all the fun things. We have a lot more trips coming up because it's summer and we're just going to. If you guys are celebrating, happy Father's Day. If you're off for Juneteenth, happy Juneteenth. Not really happy, but you know, I'm glad that now it is a federal holiday. My student is actually off, so I was like, oh, I got an email today, and she was like, I guess I'm off on Monday. I was like, yeah, don't show up because I'm not gonna. No, you're off. 8 hours of holiday pay. Go away. Not pay, you know, just hours. But yeah, so I was like, wow, what a surprise. And I feel bad because she had a whole week where she wasn't with me, and then 3 days where she could have been. But I think she's having a great time. She's a great student so far. So I'm not mad at it. Make sure you're mentoring people. Oh, and also one of my mentees from SNAFA, she actually won an award for one of the projects that I helped her with. So I just found that out today. She emailed me. Yay, her. So we're going to be doing voting for that so she can potentially get People's Choice also. But they won, I think, most sustainable project. So I was like, oh my gosh, yay. I didn't do anything. I just reviewed it for her. So, you know, I was just cheering her on and making sure she submitted in time. But okay, guys, well, I hope things have been going well for you. June is here. We're halfway through June. 4th of July is coming up. Philadelphia. We're going to go to Waco next month to go to Dr. Pepper. There's a lot. There's like Max's birthday. Like, we have so much coming up. So I hope you stay tuned. See what fun and trouble that we get into. I don't know if you guys saw my post, but I went to the Rangers game, and so that was pretty fun. I got there like at the 4th inning, and by the time it was the 9th inning, I had like 4 beers. And I was like, I am so silly because I was by myself. And I'm so used to getting 2 to 3 beers at a time anytime you're getting up because of Mags and I. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to finish these beers. So I actually ended up giving one of my beers away because I didn't. And they weren't opening them. So I was like, okay, well. But yeah, so that is it. See you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Beer Me Dr. V, where it's never refilled too soon. Until next time, I'm Dr. V.
Mags.
See you guys next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.